Hey, man.
We're talking art with Preston.
My new
Here
jingle.
We are talking art.
Jingle by
Preston.
Scott Meskill. Oh, here we go. All right, awesome. We're here. Well, thanks for making the drive up, man.
No problem,
In the
man.
heat.
Excited.
Braving the fire, braving the heat.
Dude, there's a lot of things going on out there.
It's crazy, man.
But it does. So it leads into our artistic practice, and where does that fall into this whole state of mind?
Yes.
Because I mean, I'm sure you and most everybody I know is suffering from some form of depression, and I didn't experience it like this before. Like I've never experienced chest pains, and it's like, why is my chest hurt, you know?
Right.
And then so how does your art play into all of that? And should I be doing this? Is this important, you know? And having to have that conversation with yourself on a daily basis, like, oh, this doesn't matter. Just, as you know, sometimes like getting to the really deep, gritty work takes being in a certain state of mind to be able to do it. And when you're just completely distracted by things that are extremely important, it doesn't always feel that way, you know? So it's good to have these conversations with other artists and say, hey, why are you still doing it, or should we? And have people remind you that art, you know, is the one thing that has truly, hopefully, existed, you know, throughout mankind. As long as we've been humans, we've been creating, and there's also, in the control for power, people have always tried to destroy art in that control of power. So there's a voice in there that's pretty solid and pretty important.
It's hard enough to create, like, I think of your stuff as, I respond to your stuff because it reminds me of my old stuff too. Oh, there's like an existential angst to your work, which is more relevant than ever now.
I think so, yeah.
But also, like, you're right, it takes a lot of, I don't know, it takes I don't know why gumption came to mind. I'm gonna go back. It takes a lot of gumption.
Gumption.
No, you
got real chutzpah there.
No, but it takes a lot of digging to kind of pull that work out of you already, and then when you're already feeling this existential dread from what's going on in the world, it's like piling on top of you. But I would argue that makes it even more important to do it. Totally. It's just the part that's getting started that's difficult.
You got to dig through it, and so like interesting on that level. I was watching a documentary on Gauguin, you know. Yeah. And when he went to Tahiti, and the way they frame it up, and it's like, ultimately, like, his whole family said, hey, we can't support you on this. That's a bad idea. We're not going. But he had this super strong desire to see some type of real, life and capture it and recreate it in a way that no one else did. And it was so important to him that people are willing to die for that. And I was like, wow, I don't know if I worked that hard for my art, but I respect and appreciate, like, that there's an importance in doing that, you know? Yeah. Digging, you know, the digging. And that's what I tell everybody. Like, we're doing the new critique rounds and stuff too, you know, with those guys. And my comments are, you know, like, if anything, because I'm not going into it like I don't want to be handheld. Like, you tell me what sucks about this or what would make this better. And so I kind of try to treat it the same way. And so I look at some stuff. It's hard to critique abstract work, you know.
It's very hard.
But sometimes you can look at it and say, did you dig? Did you dig?
Buzzer!